Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to today's lesson on coordinate geometry. Let me ask you something. Have you ever used Google Maps to find the shortest way to your destination? Well, in maths, we have a formula to do exactly that. In this video, I will show you an easy trick to find the distance between 2 points using a simple formula. So make sure to watch till the end because I have a quick practice question for you. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe Math Solver 1117 for easy math lessons. Now we will solve question number 2 from exercise 7.1. Calculate the distance between points A and B using the graph. In figure, you can see a graph where point A coordinates are -4 and 2 and point B coordinates are 1 and 4. You have to find the distance between A and B. So, I will explain a very simple way how can you solve this question. Now, you consider point A coordinates are x1 and y1. So, here x1 is -4 and y1 is 2 and x2 is 1 and y2 is 4. Now, let's suppose D is the distance between these 2 points A and B. So, D is equal to square root of x1 minus x2 whole square plus y1 minus y2 whole square. Now, we will put the value of x1, x2, y1 and y2 in this formula. So, -4 and x2 is 1. So, -1 whole square plus y1 is 2 and y2 is 4. So, 2 minus 4 square. So, -1 and -4 will become -5 and -5 whole square plus 2 minus 4 is -2. So, -2 square. So, this will become 25 plus 4 which is equal to 29. So, D is equal to square root of 29. This is the answer of this question. Now, square root of 29 is the required distance between A and B. Now, we will solve question number 3. Now, in question number 3, calculate the distance between points C and D using the graph. You can see a graph. Distance you have to find between point C and D. So, the coordinates of point C are considered as x1 and y1. So, you will measure the value of x1 and y1. Now, at point C, the value of x is 1 and y is 5. So, x1 is equal to 1 and y1 is equal to 5. Now, at point D, x2 is equal to 3 and corresponding y is equal to 1. So, we will substitute these values in this formula. Now, D is equal to square root of x1 minus x2 means 1 minus 3 whole square plus y1 minus y2 means 5 minus 1 whole square. Now 1 minus 3 will become minus 2 square plus 5 minus 1 is 4 square. Now d is equal to minus 2 square is 2 positive, so 4 plus 16 will become square root of 20. Now this is the required distance between points C and D on this graph. Now we will solve question number 4. Now question number 4 is, let P be point on x-axis with x coordinates A and let Q be point on y-axis with y coordinate B. Find the distance between P and Q. P has coordinate A and 0 and Q has coordinate 0 and B. Because P lies on x-axis, so the value of y is 0 and Q lies on y-axis, so the value of x is 0. Now in the part 1, value of A is given, that is 4, and value of B is given, that is minus 1. So we will find the distance between P and Q. So the coordinates of P are 4 and 0 and coordinates of Q are 0 and minus 1. Now we will use the distance formula, which is equal to d into square root of x1 minus x2 whole square plus y1 minus y2 whole square. Now here we have x1 is equal to a and a is equal to 4 and y1 is equal to 0 and x2 is equal to 0 and y2 is equal to minus 1. Now we will substitute these values here. So d is equal to x1 minus x2 means 4 minus 0 whole square and y1 minus y2 means 0 minus minus will become plus square. So d is equal to 4 minus 0 is 4, 4 square and 1 square is 1. So 16 plus 1, which is equal to square root of 17. So this is the distance between point P and point Q. Now in the second part, A is equal to 2 by 3 and B is equal to 3. So point P has coordinates A and 0. So value of A is 2 by 3 and point Q has coordinates 0 and B. So value of Q will be 0 and 3. Now here the value of x1 is 2 by 3 and value of y1 is 0, x2 is 0 and y2 is 3. Now we will substitute these values in this formula. So 2 by 3 minus 0 square plus 0 minus 3 whole square. So 2 by 3 minus 0 will become 2 by 3. So 2 square is 4 and 3 square is 9 plus 3 square, which is also 9. So by taking LCM, we will have 4 plus 81. So we have 85 by 9. So this is the value of the distance between point P and point Q. Now we will solve part 3. Now in the third part, value of A1 is given -8 and the value of B is given, that is 6. Now P has coordinate A and B. A and 0 means -8 and 0, and Q has 0 and B, so the value of B is 6. Now x1 is equal to -8 and the value of y1 is 0. x2 is 0 and the value of y2 is 6. So we will use these values in this. X1 minus x2 means -8 minus 0 whole square, plus y1 minus y2 means 0 minus 6 whole square. Now minus x8 square is 64 plus 6 square is 36. So this will become square root of 100 and which is equal to 10. So this is the distance between the point P and point Q. Now we will solve part 4. Now in part 4 the value of A is -2 and the value of B is -3 by 4. So point P has coordinates -2 and 0 and point Q has coordinates 0 and -3 by 4. Now we will use these values. X1 is equal to -2 and y1 is equal to 0. X2 is equal to 0 and y2 is equal to -3 by 4. Now x1 minus x2 means -2 minus 0 and y1 minus y2 means y1 is 0, so that 0 minus minus will become plus 3 by 4 whole square. Now -2 square will become 4 plus 3 square is 9 and 4 square is 16. So by taking LCM we will have 16 and 4 multiply 16, 64 plus 9 which is equal to square root of 73 by 16. So this is the answer. Now in part 5 we have the value of A is square root of 2 and the value of B is 1. So the coordinates of point P are square root of 2 and 0 and points of Q are 0 and 1. So x1 is square root of 2, y1 is 0, x2 is 0 and y2 is 1. Now square root of 2 whole square plus y1 minus y2 means -1 square. So this will become 2 plus 1 square root of 3. So this is the answer. Now in the last part, part 6, the value of A is -9 by 2 and the value of B is -40 by 3. Now point P has coordinates A and 0 means -9 by 2 and 0, and B has point Q has the coordinate 0 and B, so 0 and -40 by 3. So x1 is minus 9 by 2 and y1 is 0, x2 is 0 and y2 is equal to minus 40 by 3. So x1 minus x2 means minus 9 by 2 minus 0 square plus y1 minus y2 means 0 plus 40 by 3 square. So 9 square is 81 and 2 square is 4 plus 40 square is 1600 and 3 square is 9. Now by taking LCM we have the value is, now the LCM is 36. So we will solve this. 81 multiply by 9 which is equal to 729 and 1600 multiply by 4 which is equal to 6400. Now we will add this. So it will become square root of 7129 by 36. So divide this by 36, you will get square root of 198.02. So D is equal to square root of 198.02 and by taking square root, answer is 14.07. So this is the answer of this question. Now question number 5 is, find all points with a y coordinate of 3. There are 8 units away from the point minus 2 and 5. Now you have the value of distance, that is 8, and let point B coordinates are minus 2 and 5 and point A x coordinate you have to be find and y coordinate is 3. So we will solve this question. D is equal to 8. Distance is given and x1 you have to be find and the value of y1 is 3. And x2 is equal to minus 2 and y2 is equal to 5. We will use the distance formula, that is D is equal to square root of x1 minus x2 whole square plus y1 minus y2 whole square. Now x1 minus value of x2 is minus 2. So minus minus will become plus 2. y1 minus y2 means 3 minus 5 square. Now distance is equal to 8 which is given. So 8 is equal to square root of x1 plus 2 whole square plus minus 3 minus 5 is minus 2. So minus 2 square is 4. Now taking we will take square on both sides. So we have 8 square which is equal to x1 plus 2 square plus 4. So this square will be cancelled out by this square root. You have 64 which is equal to x1 plus 2 square plus 4. So x1 plus 2 square is equal to 64 minus 4, which is equal to 60. So x1 plus 2 square is equal to 60. Now you will take square root on both sides. By taking square root on both sides, you will have x1 plus 2 is equal to plus minus square root of 60, and plus minus square root of 60 is equal to plus minus 2 square root of 15. By taking LCM you can solve this. So x1 is equal to minus 2 plus minus 2 square root of 15. So this is the required point, minus 2 plus minus 2 square root of 15. You have to find all the points. Now you will write. So you will write as minus 2 plus 2 square root 15 and minus 2 minus 2 square root 15 has equal distance 8 units, which is given 8 units from the point minus 2 and 5. Now in the last of the video I will assign you a question, that is points are 1, 3 and 5, 6. Find D and tell us the answer in comment section. Don't forget to subscribe Math Solver 1117 and also share the videos. Inshallah, in next video we will solve remaining question of this exercise. Allah Hafiz.